everybody. There are definitely more questions than answers among the Warrior football team this week. Injuries, schemes, and execution, each under tight evaluation, beginning with the receiving corps. Now, like last week, Hawaii will not be at full strength against UC Davis. Billy Ray Stutzman has a sore foot that's allowed Scott Harding to receive extra reps, while receiver Miles Strowski, he's still nursing a bum leg that kept him out of the UNLV game. That means Justin Clapp will get his second career start. Now, he hopes he can build on the pair of scores he caught against the Rebels.
Hard work never stops. So I mean, that's just begun. That's just the first stepping stone in my career. I still got a long more time here. I try not to focus on things I can't control, like Maya's injury or anything. I hope he gets well. I hope he's back for this game. But all I can control is just making the most of my reps, practicing as hard as I can, trying to help this team out as best as I can.
Now, the Warriors' defensive backfield won't go under much realignment this week. UH expects to start the same core players. However, Captain Richard Torres says he expects more out of their unit. After all, over their last 2 games, opponents have made a killing with big plays through the air. Of the 6 passing touchdowns against UH, 5 have been for at least 10 yards or more, while 3 have come from 20 yards out or farther.
Looking back at the film, we just, as a defense perspective, is that, we shot ourselves in the foot a couple times. There's a couple times where we had, there's a couple blown assignments all around, but it's just, it's our little things we got to get back to our basics.
Now, the Warriors kick off with UC Davis at 6 p.m. on Saturday. 26 years
in recent years have been giant killers. Took down Stanford in 2005. Last season, beat San Jose State at their place. In 2009, trailed 5th-ranked Boise State by just 10 in the 3rd quarter. Warriors can't let Davis stick around, and they know this game won't be a walk-in Kapi'olani Park.
These guys will be sky high. They get a chance to play in front of a good crowd and play a Division I football team, and they're going to be jacked up.
We know they're a good team. On the film, it shows that they can move the ball. We see them moving the ball on Pac-12 teams like Arizona State, so, we're not going to take these guys lightly. We know they're a good team, and they come ready to play, and, but, we got to just have that chip on our shoulder because it's our house, we got to protect this house.
Saturday marks the first ever meeting between the Warriors and Aggies. UH no slouches against FCS opponents dating back to 2001. Their last 9 games against FCS teams. Both teams with identical 1-2 records kick off at Aloha Stadium, scheduled for 6:05 in the evening.
Well, for all the ups and downs the Warriors have endured through the first 3 games of the season, no unit has had more injuries to it than the offensive line, and that has directly affected the performance of the entire offense. The big fellas up front, they never make excuses, though. They know they need to get better regardless of their health if this team is really going to thrive. Mike Cherry has their story.
When Gordie Shaw arrived in Manoa 3 seasons ago, Coach Mack told him one thing. When the going gets tough, the O-line is the first to feel the heat. 3 games into the season, and Shaw's players are feeling the burn.
In the 3 years I've been here, going back to Aaron Kia, the O-line has been scrutinized pretty hard. So, we're used to it. So we stay away from blogs, we stay away from newspapers. We're confident in the abilities of the guys we got in that huddle. The best 5 guys will play, and we'll bring it together.
Players say the scrutiny has been fair, especially because the Warriors' offense has not been able to produce the output it's used to. Scoring is down 11 points per game, and Muniz has been sacked 10 times and pressured or hit countless times more. Yet his confidence is unwavering.
I don't second-guess any of my own line or the coaches, for putting them in there. I trust that the coaches, put their best guys out there. I have a lot of trust in my own line. They're going to give up sacks, and that's kind of how the game goes, especially when you throw the ball as much as we do.
Injuries have also played a part. Sean Shigematsu is done for the year, while Sila Lafiti and David Lofotu have missed substantial practice time. Still, Shaw says they realize how quickly things need to come together.
With each game, if we can maintain the same 5 guys, we'll get better from week 1 to week 2, which we did. But, our job is to protect the quarterback. We can't throw it, we can't catch it, and we can't run it. So our job is to block them, and that's what we're trying to do.
Hey, don't forget, this and every Sunday night during the season, Coach Mack Show with Greg McMackin, Mike Cherry, and myself, giving you all the inside analysis you need, and of course, player reaction. 10:30, the original air. Monday at 6:30 is the encore, all on KGNB.
While the UH football team struggled in just about all phases against UNLV Saturday, there were some spots of brightness which emanated from an unexpected source. Justin Clapp, a sophomore slot back out of De La Salle High School in California, had a career night. The son of UH Associate Athletics Director Carl Clapp hauled in 9 receptions and 2 touchdowns, filling in for the injured Jeremiah Ostrowski. Despite the 40-20 loss to the Rebels, Clapp made his opportunity count, and with Ostrowski now questionable for this Saturday's game against UC Davis, Hawaii fans just might be clapping for Clapp again.
I was just trying to help out the team as best I could, and it just so happened Miles' foot just wasn't quite ready to go yet. So I got my chance, and I just tried to do my best to help out the team. They happened to call my name a lot, and I just tried to make the most of that opportunity.
He's got it in the back of the end zone. Touchdown!
Miles would have done the same thing, I'm sure. Maybe he would have got 3, you never know. But I just tried to do my best. I focused on my plays, execute the offense as well as I could, and happened to turn out in my favor.
Has things changed at all walking out to this practice field after having that game that you had up in Las Vegas?
Not a whole lot. I feel pretty much the same coming out to practice. I just focus on what I can do. I mean, I try not to focus on things I can't control, like Maya's injury or anything. I hope he gets well. I hope he's back for this game. But all I can control is just making the most of my reps, practicing as hard as I can, trying to help this team out as best as I can.
Left wideout Darius Bright, who missed practice yesterday due to personal reasons, was back at it this morning, although Alan Sampson was taking reps with the first team at that position. Aggies of UC Davis, like the Warriors, sport a 1-2 record. Kickoff Saturday is set for 6 p.m. at Aloha Stadium. Tomorrow, the motion.
I watched, replay on TV.
Brought down by Brown.
We just got to stay disciplined and just play our game. Once we get out of that, we start trying to do other people's jobs. That's when they gash us or they find a hole in our defense. We just got to do our 1-11.
That's Warriors linebacker Aaron Brown on their defensive plan to play assignment football this week against UC Davis. Warriors defense got torched by UNLV last Saturday, giving up 40 points and 365 yards of total offense. Now, AB was a disruptive force, had 12 tackles, 3.5 for loss, and 1st and 1.5 sacks. He thinks it'll take that and more against an upset-minded Aggie squad this week.
3rd down and long. Herring's got pressure, and down he goes.
Feels good, but it would feel a lot better if we won. I think I said that, in the paper after the game. It's just once, if the team does good, if you do good, you feel a lot better about celebrating. If you don't win, you kind of feel guilty.
And is hit down at the 9-yard line. He ran into the wall, set up by Aaron Brown.
They're a good team. You can't get complacent. They obviously want to come in here and, beat us. We have everything to lose. They have everything to gain.
Warriors heavy favorites in this game, expected to win by double digits. Aggies and Warriors with identical records. Kickoff for this one set for 6:05 p.m. Saturday.